What's up and welcome back everybody to the channel. Recently we just had one of the biggest Outlaw Kart races in the country called the Timber 50 up in Roseburg. It was 3 great nights of racing and I kind of just want to walk you guys through how those 3 nights went. So to walk you guys through how this event worked, it was a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday show, and Thursday and Friday you ran both nights as a prelim night and they took your best night and that lined you up for Saturday. So with all that, our Thursday night started off really well by qualifying 3rd in our group.
Qualifying efforts upcoming for the young lady out of Jacksonville in the Rush Race Gear, Truck Shop Motors, Ed Boyd Racing, Fastball Factory, QRC Ranch Racing covers of Carly Holmes. Carly Holmes goes P7 on lap 1, 8.373, 8.373 for Carly Holmes. Lap 2 is going to be 3rd quick, 8.24.1, 8.241 second.
So after laying down a pretty good qualifying lap, the car had lots of speed. The track was just very technical. It was kind of right around the bottom. During the heat race, I was trying to, make moves and trying to pass cars ahead of me, but unfortunately, with 1 lap remaining, I hit the berm and spun out. Therefore, that made our night kind of go downhill just because we started so deep in a B main that with the track condition, it was just tough to pass cars.
Car, night 2 at Timber 50.
Yes, it's gonna be exciting. I think night 1 was pretty exciting. We started off really good, qualifying 3rd in our group. It set us up really well for our heat race and got up to 3rd in our heat race. Kind of, stayed there for a while, 3 to go on a restart, and I kind of felt pressured from 4th place a little bit and started to overdrive. So ended up spinning out last corner, which was a bummer, but we tried to regroup in our qualifier, and
I think you survived the qualifier and survived the B, but wasn't able. I mean, it's just
I got up
so
to
tough
6th
to
in the
pass.
qualifier. It was just like Tanner said, difficult to pass. Track condition was a little tough. You really had to use your Nerf bars, and so we had to go through the B main, which was even more tough. And I think on the final restart of the B, I was just trying everything I had for 4th place and fell back to 8th. So
tonight's a new night.
It's a new night. I think we're like 23rd in points right now, so we're going to try to give it all we got.
All you can do is go forward. Okay, let's roll.
Jennifer Osborne showing the way down the back straightaway, side by side for 2nd, as Carly Holmes takes it away from the 12X of Ryan Hirschbach. Here comes Evan Gallardi as Hirschbach had a problem, half spun into turn number 1, got hit by Brendan McMaster and got fired back off and kept on going. Osborne looks good up front. You see Carly Holmes actually working lane 2 right now, trying to get that worked in right here, down in 3 and 4 specifically. And looks like she might be closing in just a little bit potentially on Osborne. And now Gallardi's coming to call right behind the 22C of Holmes. And here comes Carly Holmes. First time we've talked to her tonight. Is that right, Ben, or no?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, Kieran would know.
Yeah, Kieran, have you talked to her tonight or what?
I don't think I've talked to Carly Holmes all weekend, but Carly Holmes here with the 4th qualifier win, going to start outside of row 2 in the feature tonight. What do you have to say after that one? That was a hell of a run.
Yeah, we've struggled yesterday. I wasn't doing my part. I kind of overdrove a little bit, but today I'm really happy we got the chance. We qualified 3rd. We had a really nice heat race, 4th to 2nd, and now we won our qualifiers. So Ed Boyd has this thing dialed, and Truck Shop Motors, Rush Race Gear, everybody involved. So thank you.
Heck yeah, 25 more on tap for the driver out of Jacksonville, Oregon. Let's get her done, Carly.
So after doing our job in qualifying, our heat race, and our qualifier, that'll line us up 4th in the feature. And from there, we have to either finish top 2 or kind of, stay up front to get really good points for tomorrow.
Dude, you ran a great race.
Yeah?
You almost had something there. Like, if that would have went 2 more laps, that might have got interesting.
Yeah, I think definitely would have been really interesting. I think if we would have got out front, right off the bat, I think we would have been definitely a tough car to beat. Not sure how far back 3rd, 4th were for me.
They weren't terrible. I mean, everyone was kind of just right.
Yeah,
everyone's about the same speed.
Yeah, definitely. I thought maybe the top might have had something there for maybe a few laps, but after I saw Jesse kind of get in the grease and spin out, I figured that the track would probably just be right around the bottom, just like last night. So,
you don't have anything to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
in the dash.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't really expecting that. We were talking. I already had such a good point tonight. Points going into it. That honestly, if I could have ran 3rd or 4th, we would have been set pretty good for tomorrow. But this is way better. Ed had the car dialed all day. Definitely was second guessing some of the things we were doing, and I'm glad I did it. So
there you go.
Didn't overdrive tonight, which is excellent. So.
P2, Friday of Timber 50 and locked in.
So Friday really couldn't have went better for us, you know, finishing that top 2 position to lock us into Saturday's A main. It really just took the stress off me and my team. But before we get into the final night of racing, I want to talk to you guys about today's sponsor, Champion Racing Oil. We use the Champion brand throughout our entire racing program. Here on my left, we have the Champion motor oil. We change our oil in the engines every few nights just to get maximum power. And on my right, we have the Champion gear oil. Anytime we're making a gear change, whether it's at the racetrack or in the shop, we use this gear oil to fill up the rear end. And if you guys are wanting to check out any of Champion's products, like these ones I got right here, I will put their website at the top of the description, and you guys can go check out all their oils and lubricants. And last but not least, thank you Champion Racing Oil for supporting the channel and our racing team in 2023.
Well, Gar, it's cold, it's wet, it's a little rainy here. Final night at Timber 50. I mean, shoot, you're looking about as good as anyone in the pit area.
Yeah, we've had a really fast car all weekend long, and I definitely put it to use yesterday night and pulled off a second place finish. So that locked us right in today's A main, or the dash as you would call it.
So where are you going to be starting?
We'll be rolling off from 4th in the dash. Tanner rolls off from 1st, so I would kind of like to just, you know, stay in that top 4 position, be in the first 2 rows, and if not, we're right there in the 3rd row.
Well, sounds good. Well, we got some kind of hanging out to do while everyone else tries to get in the show, and no matter what, both of us will be starting the first 3 rows of tonight's feature.
Absolutely.
6 cars looking to do the very best they can to get position number 1 in the Tim Vanderstoel trucking start zone. Holmes and Schmidt's front row, green, and we are racing.
Schmidt's got a great start on the outside right there, not able to sustain it though. Down the back straightaway, slots into the 2nd spot, gets a little bit sideways there. Carly Holmes has gotten by Landon Brooks for the 3rd spot. Now Chase Hill gets into Carly Holmes. They stop in turn 2. The yellow flag comes out as Chase Hill and Carly Holmes get together racing for 3rd.
So after the incident there in the dash, I kind of feel like I got trucked a little bit, which put us back a row in the main, but nonetheless, we had 50 laps ahead of us. So going into the feature, I knew it was going to be a long race. 50 laps is not easy, and I think the main thing was just staying consistent, staying up front, and be there at the end. So after running in the top 5 position and showing good speed and staying consistent up front, we believe that the crank seal in the engine went out and the engine blew up. So with that incident happening, that would end our Timber 50. So unfortunately, that ended our night. And looking back at the weekend, you know, we showed really good speed. We were pretty consistent. And when things went our way, I definitely think we could have been a top 5 car. But things happen, and that's racing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.